How many times have you seen this happen? Someone shines too bright, and suddenly, the room turns against them. But what if I told you there's a way to win without making enemies? To advance without threatening others? To become the quiet MVP? Here's someone who thinks winning means being the loudest. But watch what happens. The harder they push, the more the room resists. Now meet the quiet MVP. Same talent, same goal, different strategy. They understand. Power isn't taken, it's given. 500 years ago, Da Vinci knew this. He didn't barge into Florence shouting, "I'm a genius." He let patrons feel like geniuses for discovering him. Today's leaders? Same playbook. The 3 rules of being the quiet MVP. Rule number 1, the 10% gap. Never finish the thought. Leave 10% for them to improve. Now it's their idea, and they'll fight for it. The human mind is wired to complete patterns. When you present something as 90% finished, you trigger a powerful psychological response called the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains obsess over unfinished tasks. This is your secret weapon. A Harvard study found that managers were 73% more likely to approve proposals when they could add final adjustments. Why? Because the moment they touch it, it becomes theirs. Tactical execution. The missing piece. Remove one critical conclusion. Let them solve it. Try this. I haven't finalized the implementation plan yet. The controlled error. Leave a visible mistake, a formatting issue, a typo. Watch how they can't resist correcting it. The open loop. End meetings with, "I'd love your thoughts on which direction to take this." Now they're invested. Pro tip. The 10% you withhold should always be something they specialize in. A finance VP? Leave out the ROI calculation. A creative director? Ask which concept to refine. Rule number 2, the reflection principle. Mirror their brilliance. Your advice made this possible. This works like hypnosis. They'll see themselves in your success. Your brain contains mirror neurons that fire when you see someone else take action. When you reflect a leader's ideas back to them, their brain experiences it as if they came up with your work. Stanford researchers found that using "you" language versus "I" increases persuasion by 400%. Your words literally rewire their perception. Linguistic alchemy. Temporal anchoring. Not like this is my idea, but this builds on your breakthrough from last quarter. Conceptual threading. Weave their old comments into new work. As you predicted in March, we're now seeing. Epistemic deference. I only recognized this pattern after you explained X. Positions them as the oracle. Advanced move. When presenting to a group, attribute different pieces to different members. Now the entire room sees themselves in your success. Rule number 3, the invitation play. Need help? Don't ask them. Invite them. Tell them you're the best at this. Makes them beg to assist. The Benjamin Franklin effect proves, when someone does you a favor, their brain decides they must like you. We're going to weaponize this. A Yale study showed that executives granted 82% more resources when requests were framed as rare opportunities rather than needs. 3-tiered strategy. The expertise trap. You're the only one who can solve this, flatters their identity. The legacy hook. This decision will carry your signature for years, taps into mortality salience. The selective scarcity. I'm only asking 3 people in the company. creates VIP status. Pro execution. Phase your requests. First, get them to agree you have a challenge. Then, that they're uniquely qualified to help. Finally, that helping would be easy for someone at their level. The synergy effect. Used together, these rules create a psychological vortex. The 10% gap makes them invest. The reflection principle makes them own, while the invitation play makes them champion your cause. The grand paradox. The less credit you visibly take, the more accumulates invisibly to your name. Ethical boundaries. This power demands responsibility. Warning signs you've gone too far. You're falsifying others' contributions. Colleagues' growth is being suppressed. The ecosystem becomes zero-sum. The true quiet MVP elevates everyone, or the system collapses. Mastery Challenge. Your 30-day gauntlet. Week 1. Leave strategic gaps in 3 key documents. Week 2. Mirror one superior's idea daily. Week 3. Structure 2 reverse requests using scarcity. Remember, in the theater of power, the best actors make others forget they're on stage. Try it this week. Meetings, use the 10% gap. Emails, reflection principle. Networking, invitation play. The quiet MVP doesn't climb the ladder. They get pulled up. Your mission: pick one rule, use it, watch how the game changes. And if you accidentally outshine everyone, well, at least you'll know why it backfired. Stick smart, Vault. Stay smart. For more smart content like this, stay smart, subscribe, like, comment, and turn on post notification.